Okay, boys, here we are in Michigan. We are on the motocross cross-country trail. It looks like it's blocked off right there. I don't even know if we'll be able to ride any of it, but we're here and I'm going to check it out. But I'm here on my Himalayan 450, and my mods are, let's see, I have hand guards, I had the Auchi GPS, I got bar risers, I got Shinko tires, and I think that's it. But let's go down there and check it out and see if it's clear. It doesn't look like it is, but I don't know where we're gonna ride. Oh my god, this is all from the ice storm, and this is like a seasonal road. Oh wow, so we can't go this way. Maybe the single track's clear. Let's go check that out. Well, tell you what, guys, I wasn't planning on riding very much single track today, but if this is cleared, maybe I can give you guys a little taste. I don't know if it is, but if you just look into the woods, broken branches, they're everywhere. I know people have been working on this area. There's a short section across the street. I'll go hit that section. I'll tell you what, so far I've been driving all over looking for somewhere to ride for you guys, give you some off-road stuff, and these are all seasonal roads. These are the highly used ones, so they're all maintained really good. And so far, these roads, the Himalayan is amazing on. It does really good. But let's go ride this section. Hopefully there's no down trees in it, because if I get stuck, it's going to be a pain to turn this thing around. So let's see. You know, like I said, I wasn't planning on taking the Himalayan down much of this. Maybe a few little sections. You know, one thing that's nice about the Himalayan is I got my motocross gear on right now because I forgot my work boots, and the feet peg position is good. I don't, my heels aren't rubbing anything. I'm able to ride this like I would a regular dirt bike. You know, I could put the balls in my feet where I want them. Standing up position, really good. Somebody definitely cleared. Whoa. Yeah, regular dirt bike guys, they probably go right around that. Let's see if we can go around this. First gear's a little tall in this, so it's a little hard. But we were able to do it. There we go again. This is a very short section, so at least it's something. So there's not a lot of up and down hills right there. Just lots of whoops and stuff. So, whew. You know, that's pretty cool. The Himalayan could do that, no problem. Let's go see if we can find some more. Like, look, there are down trees there. And this is a road. You know, I think this section will be clear for the most part, because this one was pretty clear. So we'll do this section as well, or try to, and we'll see. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll try it. So here we go. My glasses are fogging up a little. I know there's a few little up and down hills in this section. Whoa, front end washing a little there. These Shinko tires I have full air pressure in them. You know, obviously this isn't a single track bike, but this bike is kind of fun. Like if you wanted to explore, knowing that you can make it through the stuff. Now remember, in Michigan, all this is sandy soil, so it's pretty nasty stuff. I don't think very many people have been out here yet. Oh. So these guys went through the forest here to follow. Big hole here. Alright. Here's a little hill. I'm only going at first gear, so I think if you can get up to speed, you might be able to utilize second gear. So I'm not too afraid of getting stuck in here. This bike is a lot more capable than I originally thought. The suspension feels really good. I mean, obviously I'm not going that fast, but it's actually pretty smooth. pretty stiff for the road, but it cruises great. And in here, like, I'm really happy with it so far. It just rained last night, so this is probably the best sandy soil I'm going to see. I can't believe though how crazy it looks. Like guys have gone off that way, but the whole trail is blocked here. Let's go see if there's a way through. Let's go check it out. So it looks like people are going this way. Where are they going around? Oh, it's getting bad there. Yeah. I think if someone was working over here. Yeah, wow. So we're not going that way. Whoops. Trees over there, big ones. A ton over here. All these trees, they froze and they bent in half. And when they fell, they like interlocked. My brother says a lot of them are under pressure. When you cut them with a chainsaw, they want to whoosh, swing at you. Alright, here we go. This is a bumpy road. See how the Himalayan goes out. Not a wheelie machine, that's for sure. This starts really good. Tell you what, I've taken a couple dirt bikes on this road, and I feel as many bumps with them as I do with this. It's doing really good. There we are, this is the A-loop. Should we do it? Should we try it? Let's peek in here. So this is a 50-inch wide, all sand, almost the whole thing. We'll do a little section and then we'll get out on a seasonal road. Looks like somebody's been clearing it because look at all this debris here. So let's go check it out. I think it's going to be clear. We can probably do most of this section. Oh yeah, there's a sharp turn here. It always gets me. good in here. Downshift here. A little loose. A little tight section. I think there's a couple more turns. Woo. Sharp turns there. We got it. This is actually fun. You wouldn't think it would be as much fun as dirt bikes, but it's pretty fun. Way more capable than I expected. And I know I keep repeating myself, and I'm really sorry for that. Sometimes I just say what's on my mind to make banter so you guys don't get bored, but you probably just want to see the bike go. Oh yeah. Ah. Oh cool. Oh. You know, this is with full air pressure too. Not a problem. Out here in the outside, the sand's a little worse. Sitting down doing sand is not easy. We'll try and stay standing. Oh, almost touched the front. I'll tell you what, it's a workout. It's a workout, but it's fun. Definitely capable. Really impressed. I'm gonna go this way. I've never been in a hole. I've never been this way. This is like a seasonal road. Gotta be careful on the seasonal roads for the deep sand patches, so the front end don't want to wander. But like I said, one of the best parts about this is look at my boots. You can get your feet in the perfect spot for doing aggressive riding. A lot of bikes, your heel is going to be hitting the muffler, it's going to be hitting the center stand, you know, who knows what you'll be hitting, and it makes it really uncomfortable, like you're constantly hitting something. Got some animal tracks. Looks like somebody came through here. Whoa! We got some water, boys. I think we got this. All right, let's try and go the other way. Lots of trees. Oh, I don't know. This is the way into the woods. All right, we'll do a little bit. After all, this is a 50-inch wide trail, so it should be easier for me to turn around. Oops, my first false neutral. I'll blame that on adjusting my lever for my boots. I'm not used to it. So here we go, boys. Riding single track. Well, 50-inch wide trail on the Himalayan. Deep in the woods. Oh, it looks like. Okay, ABS off. Here we go. Back at it. It's like some people decide to make a new route through the woods. Pretty good one. Easier to go through the woods than cut all that up, I guess. There we go. This must be a really wet area. They got rubber mats down. Huh. Whoa. What was that? That was slippery. I know this section is pretty damp. Let's see. Ooh, it's gonna be sandy, I think. how the Himalayan handles it. So far, haven't seen nothing it couldn't handle. Bike could definitely handle more than I can. Well, if we follow this all the way, we'll end up in, what's the name of that town? Iron River, I think. So, we'll see. Whew. We'll see if we make it that far. So far, it's pretty clear. I know there's some really steep hills in this section. I don't know how the Himalayan will do with those. This section here is pretty cool. It's very curvy. Oh, here we go. Start of one of the hills. Alright, we got this. We'll go down the middle. No problem. Coming up, that would be fun. Ah. I have a feeling my ABS just... No, it's still off. Cool. That's pretty awesome. On my gas ES700, the freaking ABS, you gotta reset it now if it just died like that. Oh, we got an uphill here, boys. We got it, we got it. Woohoo! So far, so good. Himalayan tank. That's fun. Gotta hit those apexes right. Not a problem. Yeah, for carrying 420 something pounds, I'm not feeling it. It does really good. By now I'm a broken record, so I'll try and stop saying that. You should all know it by now. I think what happens is these with people like me and other streamers, they start riding it and they're so impressed they can't shut up. Wow! Oh, holy crap! That's gonna decapitate someone. I'm gonna hit that sucker. So my question was, is this good enough for BDRs, hard BDRs, all that stuff? I'm gonna say the answer is heck yeah. Heck yeah. Easy. Very capable. So the next thing is, I'm gonna have to plan one of those. I would like to do the Smoky 500. I think that would be really fun. Going through Kentucky and the Smokies. I'd say what you really notice is when you carry your weight on this is when you sit. If you're riding sitting, you're really carrying the weight a lot harder than if you're standing on this. When you're standing, you can really, look at that big roof. That was softer than hitting it with my MR Pro. Obviously this place I ain't gonna be doing no jumping or nothing, but when it's that smooth and you're riding this kind of stuff, so awesome. I know this section has lots of big roots, but it's ridiculous. This is a smooth ride. I wouldn't do a darn thing to the suspension ever. This is about perfect. Wow. Woo. Alright, we gotta get back up on our peg. It definitely feels wide. Like, I can tell it's a big bike. I mean, it doesn't feel wide standing on it like this, but when you're sitting down, you can tell you're on a big bike. Whoa. Oh. Well, boys, first crash. I washed out. Let's see if we can get this thing up right. Now I feel the weight. Woo-wee. Let's inspect it for damage. I'm gonna take a break for a second. That definitely was not a bad crash at all. But look at all the dirt. Didn't bend nothing, it looks like. The rear seat. I hit, crash bar protected it. How's my camera? Probably need to be wiped off. So, what happened was, looks like I got on this edge. Front tire washed out. Look at how the sand's caking in the tire. That'll happen. I gotta stay low in the rut. Whew. Well, it's bound to happen. I'm impressed, boys. I'm impressed. I'm gonna have a drink here, and then we get going again. I'm okay. I'm glad I did not get hurt. So here we go. I'm gonna fire right up and get going. We'll have to deactivate the. All right, kickstand down. We got deactivate the screws. Yes. Oh boy, I can't see a darn thing. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Something's amiss. Holy! My handlebars are tweaked. Holy, what the happened? What the happened? The bolt bent, I bet. My handlebars are tweaked really bad. Ah, crap. Looks like my GPS unit took a hit too. How did that hit the ground? Alright, looks like we're gonna have to get out of here and head back, because I can't ride like that. The Himalayan, oh, I gotta find a way out. They are tweaked bad. Holy smokes. What the? Alright guys, if you're gonna ride the Himalayan off-road, you gotta be aware these bars will bend really easily. Holy crap, this bolt bent too. Well, just from that tiny little crash, there is damage, quite a bit of damage. This popped through. Something's really wrong with the steering, and this bolt broke, they're bent. So I didn't even go down that hard. Wow. Well, that bums me out. This rotated up. So this is way up. Look at the lever. So if you're going to be riding the Himalayan off-road, you better be prepared to work on your bike and maybe bring some spares, because that is just nuts. Let's see if we can straighten that. It just like rotated. What the hell? Something's whacked. Oh man, I think that bolt's gonna break. Let's see if we could just... Yeah, I think the bolt might be broken. Oh shit. I'm not really worried because all that stuff I can fix really easy. Looks like all this is fine. But I didn't even crash that hard. Alright boys, we gotta turn around. Try and get back, because let's see. Alright, I'm not gonna be able to use my goggles. Holy crap, I scratched up my tank too. What? Holy smokes. I didn't even... What did I hit that with my boot? My poor bike. My poor bike. Alright. As fun as it is to ride the single track, it's hard on the bike. Alright, we're going to have to figure out a way to get back, or we're going to get stranded in here. That bolt's broke, I think, or it's about to break. Can't ride with one bolt. So we'll limp it out of here. I'm going to have to climb. I'm afraid that when I'm going up it, my front wheel just decides to turn the handlebars, because that one bolt's really weak. I don't know if there's a bushing in there or what, but you know, it might be a rubber bushing that got squished and squeezed out. But we'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about scuffs and scratches. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate to have scuffs and scratches, but you know, if you're gonna ride this type of thing off-road, it happens. And for me, I'm not planning on selling this anytime soon. Oh, maybe there's a seasonal road I could get on up ahead. Oh no, the ABS is on. We're just sliding downhill. And I'm not going to work on this up here in Michigan. Alright, seasonal road. I think if we go left, it'll take us out of here. So this looks clear. Sweet. I'm kind of afraid the front end, it's not tight, that's for sure. So I'm just going to sit way back and putz out of here. I'll figure it out, and I'll post. Oh, that looks fun. I'll post whatever went wrong later on. I'll do a video on the damage. Hey guys, here we are with my Himalayan. I'm home. I fixed everything that was wrong with it. My post-ride update. For starters, the biggest thing is probably these scrapes. I buffed this bottom one a little, but it's still there. It's into the paint. I must have hit this with my boot when I flew off. I replaced the bars with rigid bushings because I couldn't get the rubber ones. They're out of stock. I'll cut to a little clip with the bushings. I'm here at home and I'm trying to tear apart this handlebar setup to figure out what was going on and why the bars were moving so far. I mean, I was getting at least six inches swing. It was moving real easy, but I did notice my bushings. I don't know if you could see that, but this side right here is smashed, and then this one is smashed. But you wouldn't think that that would give the handlebar so much play of movement. So yeah, I'm gonna look into this further, but for now, because I can't get these bushings, they're out of stock, I was able to find these on eBay, and these are rigid bushings, and they replace this whole setup. These have metal inside. It's got like a metal top and bottom with a rubber that overlaps. Let's see if I can get the part for you. So if you see here, you got these metal ones, and then you got these rubber pieces, and if you see there, you can see it's smashed. So just this little amount of smash allowed that bar to move 6 to 8 inches. So like I said, we're going to replace it with these modern tech bushings, and they're labeled top and bottom, so we got to make sure we get that right. But yeah, so I'm going to put these on and we'll see how they go. Hopefully they don't vibe too much, but if I'm going to be riding off-road, it probably won't matter much. So yeah, so that's what I plan to do, and I'll come back in a second. And then my hand guard got pushed up, straightened all that out, straightened the lever, and I think there was one other thing, but can't remember now. Oh, a turn signal popped free somewhere. I don't know if it was my front one. I think it was. It was just kind of hanging down, and I tried moving it around some, and it's got these little, looks like clips or something, and it snapped in place, so I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to break no clips, but it is back to where it's supposed to be, and everything looks good. The bike looks solid. It survived that little crash. You know, I think these rigid bushings ought to eliminate any future problems with bending the bushings or ripping the bushings. But if you saw in my little clip that I spliced in here, that bushing was barely smashed, and these bars, they were able to move like this side a good 6 inches, you know, forward and backwards, which is crazy because now I'll show you, these things are rigid now, and like I can't move it at all. This way, nothing. So if I crash hard, you know, the bars are going to bend, or this might break here. That would be worst case. But I'm going to ride it around a little bit and check for vibes. So far I don't notice anything more than what it was. But yeah, overall I'm really happy with the bike. The bike performed really good on the trails, which really surprised me. I thought it was going to be a lot heavier feeling. What I noticed is when I sat and rode, you could feel the sand and the weight, but if you stood, which just has a great standing position, especially with motocross boots, because with motocross boots, I didn't have any problems hitting anything. I didn't hit the kickstand, center stand, nothing. Really, really happy with that. A lot of bikes, you have issues with that. I didn't have any. But when you stand and ride in the sand, and it's easy to stand because the position's so good, I was really able to ride that sand really good, like almost like a dirt bike. Maybe not quite as fast, but for 400, I think this is 430 pounds. I thought I was saying 420 earlier, but I think it's 430. It did an incredible job. I'm actually going to take this bike back to Michigan. I'm not going to bring any other bikes. I'm just bringing this one, and I'm going to do a lot more riding around, a little more single track because that was fun. We'll try some hill climbs, and yeah. So stay tuned for the next video. It might not be for a little while, but I think I got a video coming up with me riding with my brother on the 2-strokes, and then probably after that one I'll have another one with this. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.